podcast, we're doing something slightly different. Don't worry, it's still not the podcast, but it's just not that, not the podcast. It's now a different, not the podcast. Okay. One of the things that's really annoyed me this week is I actually overheard a conversation between two people in which they said that they were going to do spaghetti, but they couldn't because they didn't have the time to go and buy a sauce. Let me stop you right there. Jarred red sauce is the one thing that really bugs me about our modern culture.
The one thing.
It is the single easiest thing for a person to do, and if you don't know how to do it, then this is what this is for. It's to teach you how to make a goddamn pasta sauce.
I'm here too. I can also make pasta sauce, although it turns out not at the same time as filming a video, because I was chopping that pepper up at 0 miles per hour. It was possibly actually reconstituting itself while it waited for me to chop it.
Step 1, chop your onions. There's a lot of urban myths about, what to do when you chop an onion to stop it from making you cry. Some people say light a candle, crack a window, bite your tongue. I find that the best way to just stop them from making you cry is to suck it up and stop being such a little girl. One of the reasons we're doing this is because we kind of want to change up the formula a little bit. We've all said that we want to do stuff that's slightly less scripted and slightly more improvised, and or some of that is coming across within the realm of sketches. Some of that also means maybe more videos like this, where we just take some time out and chat to you guys. Now, if you're clever, you'll do one of two things. Either you'll buy a house with an oven that works, or you'll remember to turn it on and give the hob plenty of time to heat up. I did neither of these things, so we're going to do that now.
Since we started doing the podcast, we've had tons of really great feedback. All of it mutually contradictory. Well done, guys. But I think we're basically going to carry on doing them as we have been for the time being. It's not that we haven't taken the feedback on board, it's just that everyone else has said something different. We had some problems with earlier outtakes videos where there wasn't much context to the outtakes. It wasn't 100% clear what was going on. So we figured that the format we've been using over the last few weeks is probably a good compromise for those. The current format is good editing practice because you're having to mix a lot of different things together. So we're going to keep up with that for the moment. Like, comment and subscribe if you think Mike needs editing practice.
Like, comment and subscribe if you want t-shirts. Or more dancing. Or less dancing. Let us know. Now, if you're a normal person, you can get your mince, of course, you know this. Ground mince beef, any supermarket, it's not that hard to get hold of. However, if you are a scuzzy cheapskate like me, you'll want to get freezer mince because you get like twice the amount for your money. It's a mix of beef and pork, which is fine, and it does this when you pour it in a hot pan.
The next stage in the process is you go, oh shit, garlic! Why do we never remember to put the garlic in? And then you throw some garlic in. We've had this thing going on for quite a while now where one of us will suddenly have a lot more free time and at the same time someone else will get a job that is a lot more demanding, so they're more tired and they don't get as much writing done, or someone has to move back but someone moves away.
This is the unfortunate side effect of being a grown-up, is that you have to be a slightly older grown-up before you can actually make money off the things you want to be making money off of, and you have to have a job first.
So you'll have seen over time that we've been putting up sort of shorter tech length videos as just normal sketches. That's because we have quite a lot of good ideas that are that sort of length. But also we figure maybe that kind of thing gets shared a little bit more easily.
The other good thing about a nice pasta sauce is that it's a cheap way to get fruit and vegetables into your body. If you're anything like me, then if you're faced with a choice between a banana and a Bounty bar, then you know which one you should choose, but you just can't quite manage it. And making a pasta sauce, making it yourself, means that you've got license to throw in pretty much whatever vegetables and fruits you want. You've got tomatoes, you've got courgettes, you've got peppers, carrots, mushrooms, and if you particularly like things like avocado, say, or aubergine, or, Mike, I can't think of any vegetables. Mike, is spam a vegetable?
The other cool thing is that in amongst filming all the shorter stuff, we're actually close to getting together enough stuff for another pick and mix or two, which is exciting because we meant that to be an ongoing series, and it's been a not going series for a while now. We've also got new characters who will be recurring characters. We've got new ideas for all the characters that it's always easier to film something else other than the things you really want to get done. So we've got a lot of cool stuff that should be coming up.
So once you've chopped up all your vegetables and cooked off your meat and put it all in a big pan together, thrown in some herbs and spices, what you want to do next is put in your tomatoes. Now you can get chopped sieved tomatoes in a little box or a tin from any supermarket anywhere around the world. However, if you're feeling like you want a bit more of a challenge, then you can get to the supermarket, find they've completely sold out, buy a bunch of tins of tomatoes and have to chop them up yourself.
We've also got a list, or I've got a list, which is 4 videos that we absolutely have to get up by the end of 2014. We've got sketched by my best friend from uni, who came and filmed that with us. We just need him to record the voiceover sometime when we get our mic situation sorted out. Not this mic situation, the other mic situation. This mic situation is completely unsolvable. We've got some gaming related content, which I think you guys will enjoy, some tabletop gaming stuff. We haven't actually filmed one of Jamie's sketches for a long time, but there's an excellent one by him that we've been really just dying to film. And I think we might have sorted out the location issues now. And my first ever sketch that I wrote for What Have You, back in 2009, that we probably ought to film by now. My rule when it comes to making bolognese pretty much just begins and ends with, there is not enough oregano and basil in your bolognese sauce. No, there's not enough. More.
And there you have it. One really easy pasta sauce that is the basis for pretty much anything you could ever want to make. And as you can see, it makes a lot of pasta. So much pasta. Once you've learned how to make that red sauce, you can use that in so many things. Like it's used in bolognese, it's used in lasagna. If you stick some chilies in it, it bam, becomes a chili con carne. You can use it to, hide the bloodstains. If you spread a bit of red sauce everywhere, then people just presume you're a messy cook. They don't realise that you've actually, it's fine.
So basically what we're saying is, let us know what you'd like to see more of. There will be more of everything. It's not like we're abandoning or massively changing up what we're doing. We're just trying to get going with some of the other projects we've had. We've obviously now got not the podcast, or general informal behind the scenes stuff. So hopefully we'll have a bit more back and forth with you guys about what you want to see, which would be excellent.
I'd just like to apologise to any Italians